Hey, it's a beautiful morning here in Chesapeake, Virginia, and I thought it'd be a wonderful opportunity to go ahead and give you guys a complete walk around from start to finish of my whole box truck setup. You know, I set out to go ahead and build the ideal setup from start to finish. Basically what I wanted to do is I wanted to build a truck that was powerful and also could do all different types of diverse services. And I want to show you a lot of unique things that I've done to the truck. Now I want you to know that this is not to brag or to make you feel bad. This is actually to help you, because you might see a lot of unique things that I've done in the front and in the back that you might be able to implement into your own business and help you become more profitable. Hey, listen, don't forget I started off with a Kirby shampooer decades ago, and now I've built a multi-truck business and a huge worldwide supply business, all because I just applied myself. And with these decades of knowledge, I'd like to show you what I've done to this truck, and hopefully you can use these points. I'm going to break it up in 5 parts, okay? And the reason I'm going to do that is because I'm going to go ahead and show you these 5 parts, and I'd love to hear what you have to say, because I'm going to build a huge compilation video at the end, and that way I can go ahead and implement anything you guys might see that I might have missed. I felt like I've covered everything, but I'm sure I haven't, so I'd love to hear your input. The 5 parts is going to basically be the cab and the body, and then I'm going to do the box, and I'm going to do the wrap as number 2. Number 3, I'm going to open the side up. You're going to see the equipment, and you're also going to see safety. Number 4 is I'm going to go through the chemistry. And I know a lot of people always have a lot of questions about chemistry, so I'm going to break it down really nice for you, and it'll help you in your cleaning company. And that's for all different types of diverse services. I don't care if it's for carpet, if it's for tile, if it's for wood, if it's for stone, you name it, and all different types of diverse services. Then I'm going to go across all the equipment that's in the back, and it'll help you to be able to determine what you want to carry on your truck or what you want to have in stock so you can take care of these diverse services. Well, let's get started with the cab. First of all, this is an Isuzu diesel turbo. It's a beast. It can give you easily 300,000 to 500,000 miles if you take care of it. That's really important. And we're going to go ahead and start with the cab. I'm going to show you right here. Now, I went ahead and I labeled everything. You might be saying, why did you label everything? It just seems kind of, you know, tedious and monotonous. The reason I do it is because I've got several of these trucks, and I wanted to do it for my cleaning company. So I'll start with the door here. I'll show you what I did back here, and then we'll walk inside. Up in here, first thing I got is breath drops. Okay, it's always nice to have a little bit of this around. Last thing you want to do is go inside the customer's house and your breath isn't smelling good, right? I also keep this inside the door frame on the other side for my employees too. Then I keep a microfiber towel. I use this for a couple of purposes. I'll use this to keep my eyeglasses nice and clear. Also, I'll keep my cameras clear and my phone clear and stuff like that. And then of course some tissues. I think that's important. Now, if you look over here at the seat here, I basically got it labeled back in here, and you can see where it says window cleaner and it says paper towels. Okay, and one more cool thing I've got back here is also keep, you see my towels in here, I've got my Windex, and then if you notice down in here, I've basically got a little DVR recorder, and what that does, what's cool about that, as you can see, I've got a camera up here. It's a 4-way camera, and I want to show you that. So I'm going to have George probably walk to the other side here, and I'll show you around. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut the key switch on, and just start looking around inside of here. You can basically see I keep up in here. I'll start up in here first of all. You notice I've got my garage door opener, I've got my mix guide, my price guide. Basically what this is a price guide with all the different types of prices that we charge. And this is a survey. And we've got a new one coming, so this isn't available right now, but it should be available in a couple of weeks. If you want to look at the date on the video, just watch tmfshop.net. These are available here. Basically what this survey is, this is a survey of hundreds of thousands of cleaners that we've taken around the world and the prices that they charge, but it's mostly just for the United States, and it covers autos, boats, carpet cleaning, hardwood floors, leather cleaning, mattresses, VCT, LVT, LVP, rugs, furniture, water damage basics, window cleaning, natural stone, all different types of things. So that's pretty cool to have on hand. And then of course the mix guide, what this does is this is a breakdown of all the chemistry. It has pictures of each chemical that we carry and exactly how it's mixed by picture, so that makes it easy for technicians. It's also got a number on there, so you have pre-sprays, rinses, detergents, boosters, what you do for urine and odors, You flip it over here. We've got spotters, and it tells you where to start off to make it easier for you for specialty spotters, deodorizers, upholstery and wool, VLM. And then we've got a list of green products, tile, grout, and stone. Down here we've got the ideal cleaning steps. So I've got all the cleaning steps mentioned that I do when I go out and I clean. And then I've got tips and tricks, and I've got recipes for certain, bad situations to come across. It happens all the time, right? Some really dirty carpet. And then up here I've also got the CO2 detector. I have this for two reasons. Basically, I can use it two ways. I can put it on my hip, and then I can walk around the house, because a lot of cleaners, you'd be surprised, there's been several cleaners throughout the decades who have died from carbon monoxide poisoning, and that's including big franchise companies, because they park their truck too close. So I like to park my truck at least 20 to 30, even 40 feet away from the front door. I think that makes a big difference. So I don't have to worry about carbon monoxide poisoning. Also, I can take and go ahead and put this, I've got a little clip area on my safety door. When I get around to the back, you'll see why I have that and how I can use that. So it sits right there and it'll alert me if there's a problem. Up here I've got my phone holder. As you can see, it's adjustable. I really like that. I can move it around anywhere I want. Speaking of which, when it comes to the phone, I like to be able to mount it up here and use my House Call Pro. What is House Call Pro? It's basically a CRM, a customer retention management tool, basically, right? And it stores everything in there for you. It's pretty cool. So you just push the app there. You can go look at your schedule for the day. Like, I can see all of my guys' schedules. See how nice and full it is? I like a nice full schedule. Then I can click on the person's name. They can pay through the app. I can see the home. I can see the value of the home. And also I can just push a little button here and it'll take me right to the maps. It'll take me right to the house. Just click it and boom. So I really think that's really cool. So down in the description, I'll go ahead and have a link for that. So there'll be a little promo code in there you could use. So if you want to go through it, I love it. My wife loves it. We've been using it for years, and it's not sourced out overseas to other countries, if you know what I mean. We'll leave it at that. Okay, now another resource that's really good throughout the day. Suppose you get into a jam with a problem you don't know how to fix. Maybe it's a stain, maybe it's a piece of stone, maybe it's a rug, you don't know what it is. Well, this is really cool because a lot of people don't know we have this. We have this app right here. It's the only carpet cleaning app in the world. Carpets, rugs, everything, you name it. Stone, hard surfaces, machine talk. You can go in here and you can search it. And this is on truckmountforums.com. You can go right there and you can find just about anything you need to. You could also just go to Google and type in the problem and type in Truck Mount Forums afterwards, and the answer will pop right up. Now, this basically is just a huge library is what the forum is, where it has millions of posts on it. It's the largest resource in the world for cleaners, and it's free. But what's really cool about it is anything you need to know and you want to study, you can go there. Now, what if you got a question you need answered fast? What do you do then? Well, you just go to Facebook and you can join our group. See the app there? I don't know how well you can see that app right there. See the app there? We got over 20,000 members. Again, that's the largest group in the industry. And you go through here, and this is like a coffee shop. People are talking and bringing up discussions every single day, and it really help you be a sharper cleaner and also sell more products and build your brand even better. Anything you want to post, you can put right in there. Plus, speaking of buying and selling, you can also do this. Check this out. We've also got a buy-sell page. Got a couple of them. TMF buy-sell page. You can go in there, and thousands of cleaners are sharing all different types of used items that you might want to buy. So all these little links, I'll go ahead and I'll post down below, but these are really helpful tips to help you become a better cleaner and become a more successful and profitable company. Of course, I got my Unchained air freshener. Got to have that. Keeps the cab smelling fresh, right? And as you work your way down here, you can kind of see the camera here. Basically, you can see this. It's four-way camera. I can see the back. I can see the sides. And then I can see the front also. And it's also recording it non-stop. So if I ever get into an accident, you can see the little record buttons on every single one of them set right there. And it's recording right now. So that's pretty nifty. You can see the whole neighborhood there. And then, of course, down here I went ahead and I changed out to an Alpine system, and what I'm doing with this system right here, it has another backup camera. So I've got a full range backup camera, then I've got the small range back camera. What's nice about this too, if I'm inside the home, if somebody comes up by it, tries to steal something, I'll know about it and I can identify them. So I like having that. I think that's important. Got my credit card. If you look over here for gas, this is only gas card only. Of course, this is the diesel truck. Then I've got the TMF UV light, and I keep a lanyard on it. And the reason I keep a lanyard on these is because I put my name on there and I put my personal name on there. and my phone number. Why do I do that? Because, you know, people find that sometimes people will keep things. But if you've got your personal name on there, and hopefully they got a conscience, they'll give you a call. Plus it helps you see it if you leave it around. But I feel like you should just carry it and keep it, put it back when you're done with it. It's important. Another cool thing I like to do is, now this one you can charge on the fly, so that's really nice. I can just hook it right into my adapter right here and just charge it up and go. And I keep a couple of different adapters for my phone or that. Also, what I like to do is to preserve the battery life is you notice the light doesn't cut on, because I'll back it up just slightly, the threads, and then if I turn it in, you'll see it'll cut right on, okay? So I back it up just enough to cut it off, and that really preserves the battery life quite a bit. Just make sure you cut it off so it doesn't get in your eyes, all right? It's really important. You never want to point this at your eyes. And if you want to take some extra safety precaution, you can go ahead and you can wear the glasses that come with UV glasses, and that'll help you identify urine even better too. All right, keep some extra charge cords in there. I keep a trash can here, as you've noticed. And then as you come up in here, you can see, of course, I like to stay hydrated. So how do I do that? I have my truck mount forums mug. Yeah, keep my water over here, or tea. I keep my selfie stick in here, because you never know when I'm going to be filming, along with my microphones. And of course, I think it's really important to have some underarm deodorant. You know how much we sweat when you're doing this job. I mean, you sweat bullets when you're cleaning carpets, right? So, and this is a coconut scent. I really like that. I think that's important. Okay, then I've got some extra unchained air freshener. Sometimes I'll leave with customers. You notice I got my gloves up here. I've got my air freshener blocks in here. I've got them in unchained and reefer rid. I've got a home coming up, as a matter of fact, that I'm going to be putting in some equipment, ozone and hydroxyl machine, and I'll drop some of these, or at least the reefer rid ones, inside of there, because it does have a smoke odor. But when it has urine odor, I'll go ahead and use the unchained blocks, drop them right between the filter and the vent, and this really makes the house smell really fresh. Okay, of course I keep a razor blade in here, and then I've got my big boy UV light, which I've got a little sticker right here, call it the bad boy UV, big boy, whatever you want to call it. And then I've got the manual for the truck mount, so if I have any questions or problems, I can pop to that. It's just a quick reference guide. And then same thing over here. You notice the light doesn't cut on, and you know, one thing is it does drain these lights little by little when you're not using them. So all you got to do, just loosen it and then tighten it, and you see the light is back, right? Boy, this thing is a bad boy right here, so definitely don't get it in your eyes. So just back it off until the light cuts off. Keep it there. Again, I keep a lanyard on it. I think that's really important. Over here, I keep shoe covers. Shoe covers are a definite PMOT. You'll always hear me say that. That's a positive moment of truth. We're always trying to eliminate NMOTs, negative moments of truth, and we're trying to deliver as many PMOTs, positive moments of truth, as possible. Then if you notice back here, I had a special shelf made for my spotters. And basically, if a home is just dirty, but it doesn't have any urine, I'll go ahead and leave the rave spotter with the client. You know, especially if they spend over a certain amount, but it's just a nice touch. And then if they've got any pets, I'll go ahead and leave the unchained spotters. And you can buy these unchained spotters, but you have to log into the site and put in the code. So we don't want homeowners going out and buying them. I believe the code is UCW, something like that, but you can just go ahead and message us for it. It stands for Unchained Wholesale. So you guys can get them in a wholesale and they come in a case. And we also have a link in there where you can go ahead and have a sticker made. And we left a square opening here so you can pop your sticker on there. So it's got my carpet cleaning company listed right on there. And they're attractive, easy to use, and it's just another great positive moment of truth. It also helps you do what? It's a client retention tool, in my opinion. So you want to really retain as many clients as possible. So how do you want to do that? You want to maybe leave them some little things like that where they can address some of the problems lightly. I always explain to them, and this will get you through to the next cleaning. And also, I believe it says on there that you should have the carpets cleaned every 6 months to a year. So if they read the instructions, they'll also see that too, and that just re-emphasizes and reinforces the fact that they should have it cleaned on a consistent basis. You know, I want to mention this. A lot of people don't understand that carpets are actually healthier than hard surfaces. Even though there's a big move over to hard surfaces, LVT, LVP, stone, or hardwoods, it's up to us as cleaners to educate the clients to let them know that it's actually healthier. And the only problem is your carpet acts like a filter. You have to clean that filter, just like you have to clean the filter inside your home. So every 6 months to a year, they're actually going to have a healthier environment. And I always recommend for them to upgrade to nylon carpets, because we know polyesters are making a big impact. And if you go a little further back here, you can kind of see I keep my sunglasses in here. So I like to have my sunglasses on hand. And then I've got a little grout color chart. And then you notice here, you can see all the different colors. They're written there. And this is a lot of the popular colors. And then you just press out one side, pull it out of there. A little tough to get in and out, which is good because you don't want them just falling out on you. And then I usually just set this inside the grout line so the customer can see the color and choose the color she wants. And that way all I do is just go ahead and mix up the product accordingly. It doesn't have to be perfect. Look, I like to just keep just a basic minimum colors and let them know. So anything close to that range, people are usually happy with. All right, now if you move down, and I'll talk more about that as we get to the color seal and we get into the back. Over here, I like to keep some hand cleaner because you never know when I'm gonna stop and eat, right? So the last thing I wanna do is have a bunch of, crud on my hands. I keep my laser measurer here. And as cleaners all know, many times we have to eat on the fly. So this is pretty nifty. So you just lift this up right here. I can put my food right here, and I can have a little picnic right in my own truck. Ain't that nice? Just move that out of the way and have my own little picnic. All right, as you move over here to the other side, up here, you can see I keep magnets up here because I've got TMF on this truck. So I've got my carpet cleaning company on here. So if I go out to do some filming, I still want to represent my company. And I'm really happy to say, there's a lot of people out here who sell things, but they've never actually been a cleaner and they don't understand the cleaning language. So I don't just talk the talk, I walk the walk. My local cleaning company, I'm really happy to say, it was really a good feeling. We just crossed over like a month or two ago, 1,000 5-star reviews. We have a 4.9 average. So that's a really good feeling. And so you know that when you call me up and you've got a problem or a question, I can generally answer just about anything because I've seen it, I've done it, and I want to help people. And that's really important. So keep my magnets right up there. And then down here, I guess lastly on this door over here, you can see I've got my stickers. I keep my stickers in here, my magnets, my business cards, anything that has to do with marketing, and then my insurance papers, because you never know when a police officer might want to pull you, just for the heck of it, even though I drive really carefully. So that really covers it for the cab. I don't think I've left anything out. I'm just going to glance around it. Over in the door over there, I keep another booklet, which is more thorough on the equipment. And then, of course, for my helper, if you look up in the little door frame there, you can see I've got some breath freshener for him also. Oh, and one more thing. I also want to mention, I also keep some fresh hats behind the seat. Sometimes in the dead of summer, I'll go ahead and hang up an extra shirt up here because we all know you need to switch out shirts because you will get drenched cleaning carpets. Right? Hey, let me show you something really important on the other side. This is something, as I travel the country, that a lot of cleaners overlook, and they shouldn't. What is that? Having a fire extinguisher, having a first aid kit on your truck really makes a huge difference. You never know if you're going to get burned. It's easy to happen, and if, God forbid, if you have a fire, you definitely want to be prepared for that. Also, you'll notice down here I've got a respirator. I've got a respirator mask here. I use that for ULV fogging, or if I have to do some stripping on hardwood floors or something like that, or if I'm doing pest control. And lastly, I guess I got my trash can up here because I don't want a bunch of dirt and stuff in here. I put my trash in here. That really covers the whole cab. I think that really does. I'm just going to look around here for the most part. This is a great vehicle. I really love it. What's nice about having a box truck is it keeps all the odors in the back, from your chemicals and stuff like that, or any spills you might have, or leaks or anything. Hope you don't have those. I try to keep mine clean, which you're going to see. But I've got everything up in here and I'm separate from it. Plus it keeps the heat from coming in here. I got the best scenario for heat and for air conditioning so I can stay nice and warm and nice and cool depending on the season here in Virginia. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this. Listen, guys, if you see anything I might have missed, now you might be thinking, hey, what about gauges and stuff? I noticed you had a laser measurer, Rob. You have your UV light, but what about all kinds of other meters and stuff? Well, don't worry. When we get back into the back, I've got a nice little compartment for back there. So there's a lot of things back there, but I'd still love to hear what you think I should have up in here in the cab. If you don't mind going down inside the comments, mentioning all those things that you can think of, I might add them to them, and that way it might be in the compilation video, and I'll throw you a little credit. I'm Rob Mount with Truck Mount Forums. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day.